one of the ideas for the game jam was like maybe we're like Poseidon just like fucking up everybody's day on the beach or something.
Oh yeah, you should probably explain you did a game
Oh
jam
yeah,
because that
so
was off camera.
yeah, that's right. Okay, so last weekend I participated in the Global Game Jam, which is this event where you're given a theme and then you're given 48 hours to make a game based on that theme. This year was waves, and I was the lead designer because I didn't want to program. I was avoiding programming and I ended up becoming the lead designer. So we made a game where you're a submarine in a dark underwater cave, and you're supposed to use sonar waves to see bits of the level and various enemies. But you can also use a flashlight or the light in front of the sub to illuminate more of the level. But it was a limited. You can only use it for just a short amount of time, and then it could potentially attract enemies. Unfortunately, we weren't able to implement the sonar. So we just is like, yeah, you use the light waves from your in the front of your sub, type of thing. But it was a lot of fun, and I definitely suggest, anybody interested in making video games, just definitely do it because it's just so much fun. That's all you do. You just make a game, and it's stressful, but it's stressful, but it's a lot.
It's stressful. You'll hate life. You can't do it. Like
I was really, really close to getting like sick just because I was so worn out. But it's a good worn out. You're making a game for 2 days.
Yeah, especially if that's your passion. I mean,
Yes.
people who's not into it, maybe not. But yeah, that's not the same scale. But that's something I did. I was with a group called the U Theatre. And this guy came to one of our plays. His name was Gary Wicks. He came to one of our plays, and he chose 3 of us to be in his new experimental play, which was called 48 Hours. And he had the general idea of what we were going to do with it, but the idea was we literally wrote a play in 48 hours and then performed it.
Oh wow!
And I got chosen to be part of it, and it was really interesting. His idea was always going to be, we all come up with like 18 different scenarios, and the audience has to choose what, like, it's going to be a choice for the audience to make based around what happens in that like scenario, and they have to choose how it ends. And we will have planned out something. Obviously, we can't write a script and learn it all for we can't make 36 different scenarios and learn it all to that extent. It's going to be somewhat improvised, but that was the idea, and it was really cool. My role was I was the amoral man. I was the one who basically stood out and interrupted and cut the scene and basically was like, "Hey, you jerks, pick something." And we did one on suicide. This guy was preparing to jump off a bridge. I should also mention we performed this at the top of a car parking lot.
Oh gosh.
So it was a double layered kind of thing. So one of our actors could actually stand on the top of one of the areas and just sort of not like at a super high height, but just he could do it and make it look kind of like, oh, he actually can jump technically. I can't remember what we were gonna do. I think he was just gonna if they chose for him to jump, they were basically gonna he was gonna turn around and then jump off the other sides, and obviously so he didn't have to actually jump off a car park. But yeah, the idea was I stopped them and they were basically just like, who's gonna does anyone want him to jump? Who wants to make him jump? Is anyone going to stop him from jumping? 10, 9, and I counted down, and when I got to 1, someone was like, "Don't!" It's just like, why do you not want him to jump? It's like, I don't want him to kill himself. I went to someone right next to her. I was just like, you didn't speak out. Did you want him to jump? Well, you're useless. What about you? Did you just interrupted? It was great. It was really fun. I was allowed to be really playful with it. But it was stressful as hell because my section was literally not rehearsed or written or anything. It was just like, do whatever. Like, okay, sure. It's winter on top of a car park. K, like, or gotta improvise this stuff. It's fun though. It's obviously not the same thing as what you did, but similar-ish. 48
Yeah.
hours. It was fun though. It's an interesting experience.
Get wrecked, Neku!
Yeah. Yeah. I love the final boss of this game.
Hey, wait!
Oh,
Or
yeah.
the second to last final boss, because the final boss is
Okay, I didn't know if we were talking about like final boss or second to last.
the one who is not the final boss, but is totally the final boss, because the final
Yeah.
boss is controlling the final boss. That boss.
I like the concept of the final boss. Like when
Yes.
you think about it. Yeah.
Yes, I do too. I think this game is just fantastic.
Yes.
It was my game of the
It's-
year in 2000. Was it 13?
Was it? Oh gosh.
I think it was.
Oh my god, this game originally came out in 2012. That's right.
Was it 12? Okay. 2012
Yeah.
then.
I think it was. Shit.
One of those.
One of the. Let's see. What came out in 2013? Was that 1.5?
Yeah, I guess it would have been. Yeah, you're
then-
right. It would have. Yeah.
And the next year was 2.5.
But then what was 2015?
2015.
Oh, that was Unchained Key, because yeah, last year was 2.8. Yeah. Technically. In Japan.
Yeah.
It was originally gonna be.
If we're gonna like okay, so 2015 had Key that came out. Nothing came out over outside of Japan, and then 2016 had Unchained Key.
Yeah.
And then 2017, it's 2.8.
Yeah.
So, and then who knows however long for, well, and then 1.5, 2.5 in March, and then who
hopefully
knows
next
how
year Kingdom Hearts 3.
Hopefully, probably won't happen. But
Oh, and how exciting! Winter 2014, Persona 5 came out. That's a
Yeah.
reference you're not gonna get.
yeah, no.
In the first ever trailer for it, it was Winter 2014,
Oh wow. Okay.
and it was delayed to 2015, and then 2016. And it came out in 2016, and now it's out next year. Oh no. Okay. I feel like I should mention I'm super underleveled for this boss. I'm what, level
You
4?
are. You really should have actually went to your ability link with the Dream Eaters before you
I
went
didn't
into
do
this
that. Yeah, I forgot that existed. No, it's more that like this. The thing is, I fought every enemy in every area, and I'm still underleveled. I just died, as you can probably tell. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna exit battle, and
What's this?
Pretty
His name is like Hako Monkey. He's actually a pretty difficult boss.
yeah, he is.
Because also like the area is like a little odd for because I read an interview like the designers wanted flow motion to be something that the player relies on less as the game progresses. And you can definitely see that like by the time you get to you're just using flow motion to get around at that point. At least for me.
Yeah.
And I was relying more on the commands. And but yeah, for the first area, it's kind of hard to use flow motion while still on like the building itself, because
Yeah.
there's a small ledge where you can use it.
But I mean, it's also just that like the game doesn't give you enough enemies to fight really. 'Cause, okay, I'm level 5, but like I fought everything, and I'm actually really quite underleveled.
Continue. Maybe you should just level a little bit more.
Yeah,
Or
I'm gonna get to level 6, I guess. See what it
Okay.
gives me. I might actually
Level
drop before it
grinding.
happens.
Woo!
I might end up dropping before it happens. I might. Part of me
I
is
think
so.
you should level until you drop.
Yeah, part of
honestly.
me is so tempted to just see if I can risk it and drop it. Like, but I'm gonna regret if I lose. I'm gonna regret it so badly. So, yeah, nah. Oh, actually, oh no, never mind. I was gonna say, actually, I might be able to have another Dream Eater join me. I might have collected the items for the bear thing I got.
Oh, maybe.
I can check that in a minute. Let me see. Create spirit. Do I have enough to create whatever it's called?
The
Am I even close?
Kuma
I have
Panda.
one. No, I'm not even close.
Vibrant Fancy.
It's probably one of the items you probably can't even get here, so I'll have to.
Maybe Riku picks him up or something.
It might be in the next world.
Ooh, yeah, maybe.
Because the game is not against doing that.
Yeah. Man, like, okay, my first ever playthrough, I had a real problem with poisoning. Like, I don't know, for some reason, I just kept getting poisoned, like, throughout this level and the next level, and it was like, what the fuck? I was getting really, really annoyed, because it's like, why am I getting poisoned all the time? I didn't have enough potions or anything.
Right. So what was it just that the enemies were just
Yeah,
being
it was
really
just
annoying?
the enemies, because a lot of these enemies actually poison you. You know, you have what is it with Square and their fucking bunnies and flowers enemies?
Yeah. Also, the enemies in this game do not flinch at all,
They don't. They don't.
which is really annoying. It's a 2.8 or 0.2, I should say. Fixes that completely. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You use ice on them, they will not only flinch, they will get frozen.
Yes, I've seen some of that gameplay from the, you know, like the demo
Yeah.
gameplay that showed up. That's just the level of detail that's been going on for, you know, this and for Kingdom Hearts 3. It's just gonna be like, if anybody says Kingdom Hearts 3 is a bad game, regardless of story or whatever, I'm gonna be like, but enemies
But the detail.
but the detail.
Don't you realise someone had to painstakingly animate that very small thing? Like, it will have taken a long time. Where's the enemy? There's an enemy
Oh,
somewhere.
he's on a box somewhere.
Where? Where have you go? Where's this? No.
You put your cat on the box?
What?
You seen Dick in the Box?
I'm sorry?
It's Saturday Night Live thing. It was like Justin Timberlake and I want to say Andy Samberg. It was a Christmas special.
Right. Your internet history must be amazing.
It's not. It was on Saturday
Yeah.
Night Live.
I
Dick
know.
in the Box. People know Dick in the Box. I swear.
I really hope there's just someone standing behind you who's like, what?
There's a wall. It might be judging me, but.
Feel shame. The wall, angry wall judges you.
But no, I swear.
Yeah,
It's a real
I
thing.
believe you. I'm sure it's hilarious. I need to see it, I guess.
It is quite hilarious. They always yeah, like Saturday Night Live, they had their like Christmas like special thing around Christmas, believe it or not. But
Really?
I've kind of like about like 5 hours of sleep, so I think it's finally hitting me.
That's fine, don't you worry.
Roby Jost.
Oh god. No one will understand. I did a charity stream. God, it was 2 years ago, or a year and a half, but still.
It was a year and a half.
Yeah, but Joby, one of my friends, I can't remember why he started it, but he was just like, roast me. Everyone roast me. And oh boy, did people roast him.
Oh, it was intense.
It was hilarious. Like, we were all just coming up with stuff, and then Brittany came along and just like, oh no, we're done. She went.
Right. She wrecked.
She destroyed him. Like, it was amazing. I think like that was the first time we'd really seen her like come out of her shell in terms of like just being like super dark. Like, okay, what have we done to you? We have ruined you. She basically said
when summer
that,
goes dark, it's like, oh shit.
yeah, it's scary. She's gotten, I don't know how you describe, better or worse, because we've talked a lot more. I've changed her.
You and your influence.
I'm
You didn't
a
influence me because I'm
wonderful-
dark as shit before I met you.
Yeah, I'm a
but-
wonderful influence.
You are a wonderful influence.
I've made people's lives considerably worse.
Well, you've made my life significantly better. So.
Aww.
Aww.
Oh, thank you.
You're
You have
welcome.
too.
Yay!
Yay! See this
Yeah.
game. What a great thing it is.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is the game that I found you on,
Yeah.
so...
This is
Kingdom
actually,
Hearts.
yeah, weirdly enough, it's also the game where Storybook Disney doll Morgan found me.
Really?
Yeah, she found me through this. Although she had technically found me, it's so weird because me and her found each other twice.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about this.
So I found her because she did a like response video to a channel that like did musical covers and fans could interact or people could just send in and whatnot. So she partook in it and I saw her and I was like, oh wow, she was easily the best one there. I want to check out her channel, see if she's done any others. And she'd done a couple others, check them out. I don't know why I didn't subscribe. I probably just forgot. I don't know, but I didn't subscribe in the end. And then she commented on one of my videos a while later, and I can't remember what it was, but I ended up clicking her channel for some reason and discovered her covers, and I was like, I know you! It's like, how'd that happen? But she found me for a completely different reason, and I'm not going to list the channel name because I will hate things. But I made a second channel where I basically posted my top 50 Disney songs, and this was at the time before I'd seen quite a few films. So I hadn't really seen Princess and the Frog, I hadn't really seen Tangled. Like, there was quite a few films with really good songs, but I hadn't really seen, so it was quite an ignorant post kind of thing. It was just like, I think one of my friends was just like, hey, I'm intrigued. So I was like, oh, I don't want to know, I'll just do it on a separate account. It won't kill my channel or anything because it's a different account, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, she saw all of that because she was just like, we were just talking one day about Disney music, and she linked me one of the videos, and I was just like, does the name ring a bell to you? Does the channel name ring a bell? I'm not going to say what it is, I don't want people to find it, but it was just like,
Oh, damn!
does it ring a bell at all? Does it seem familiar at all? It's like, it looks similar to your name, does it? Well, funny story. So yeah, we both found each other like a year before we actually started talking, and found each other again. It was weird. Life is weird. And then you found me through this and a new audition for the fan dub
Yeah.
and good times.
And here we are.
Yeah.
You dropped in the air.
Yeah, that was pretty good.